Precision medicine is about tailoring your healthcare around your own genetics. It's about changing from the one-size-fits-all practice of healthcare, the classical one, into a more tailored healthcare that will be more efficient and will cause less side effects because it's healthcare provided for a person based on his genetic makeup. It basically aims to achieve so many things: more effective treatments, more cost-effective treatments, less side effects, and more importantly, a shift into preventive medicine, a major shift into preventive medicine, utilizing what we call predictive genomics. So we are going to be dealing more with predisposition to disease rather than treating diseases after the onset. Qatar indeed has a unique position to become not only a regional leader in the implementation of precision medicine, but also a global one.
You can see Qatar Precision Health Institute as the catalyzer of research in the country, though initiatives like the Qatar Genome, the Qatar Biobank, and the Qatar Precision Health Institute, Qatar Foundation drive cutting-edge biomedical research and innovations and discoveries in several fields in genomics and especially in precision medicine and genomic research.
The organization's main mission with regards to precision health is to basically align efforts, research efforts around focused themes that will deliver within the national vision of Qatar 2030. And one of those main themes is for Qatar Foundation is around precision health. You have several key players within Qatar Foundation's ecosystem: research institutes, universities, the national scale programs like Qatar Biobank and Qatar Genome, and now Qatar Precision Health Institute, QBHI. So Qatar is again at the Qatar Foundation is at the forefront of this national agenda for Qatar to become a pioneer in the implementation of precision health. Pharmacogenomics is basically prescribing drugs and doses based on genetic information. The old practice of prescribing the same drug and the same dose for everyone based basically on general things like age and weight and other things are not very important anymore. And the new trend now is again to prescribe drugs based on the genetic makeup of the individual that will ensure that he's receiving the right drug that suits him and at the right dose, and more importantly, avoiding very severe side effects in some cases that some individuals might suffer from.
The lack of representation of Qatari population in genomic research in general can be attributed to several factors. And I think the lack of infrastructure and human capacity in the past played a big role. Now that we have a leadership will to put Qatar at the forefront of precision medicine has contributed tremendously in building the infrastructure, in attracting the human capacity, in building also a local human capacity to address this gap. Now, thanks to the work done at QPHI, we are able now to contribute internationally to increase the diversity of genomic data and also contribute to decrease the disparity of possible intervention that can be done using precision medicine that can target different populations.
Qatar Precision Health Institute, or QBHI, launched several clinical pilots, several pharmacogenomics pilots in collaboration with major stakeholders like HMC, Hamad Medical Corporation, and others. And we've also launched other predictive genomics, if you wish, projects also around how can we predict disease risks based on genetics and do something about it early on, whether it's early diagnosis or early intervention. And thus, when you have such large data set that was produced by the two main projects, Qatar Biobank and Qatar Genome, you do actually know now a lot about the genetic makeup of the Qatari population and what diseases are common here and what are the more important diseases and risks that we have to interfere with or tackle early enough to prevent the onset of this disease and prevent a lot of unnecessary suffering. In some of these pilots, we were able to provide a genetic test just opposite to the operation theater, whereby a patient can get a genetic test within 30 minutes almost done for him, so that the treating physician or surgeon is aware of what exactly the right dose for this patient is prior, during, and after the procedure. And in some cases, we were able to cut the total hospitalization rate from 7 days almost by 50% to 3 days or even less than sometimes. Why? Because we were able to give more guidance to the treating physicians about what is the right therapeutic window or what is the right dose for that patient, rather than going through the classical trial and error, going up and down with the dose until we reach the dose good for that patient.
The science and the research that we are doing nowadays is not any longer the science and research that we have been doing in the 90s or in 2000 and early 2000. Now it is very important to take part in international collaboration, to foster partnerships with local and international stakeholders. So these collaboration and partnerships put Qatar at the forefront of genomic research. For example, recently we have been contributing to large-scale international consortia where, together with other institutions and large-scale genomic research like ours, coming together in consortia to answer important questions. One of them was the genetics of the COVID-19, which, as you know, has been very important. Research has been very important in finding quick solution and quick vaccine for this pandemic. So it is very important to collaborate, to exchange, to share knowledge, to share data with the international community, with the local community, because this is in essence what we hope to do, is to be part of open science and open research.
So in the near future, we will be able to predict from the lifestyle, genomic, and different markers that are specific to the person, what are his risks of developing diseases and what we can do to avoid these diseases.
We at the QBHI will continue to try to play that central national role in basically aligning all efforts from the basic research end all the way to the clinical implementation end, interact with the whole ecosystem to basically deliver on the grand vision of Qatar Foundation, again with the health, with the precision health theme, to basically establish Qatar as a hub for precision health, provide future health care, engage more in preventive medicine and predictive genomics, and basically cutting costs and saving lives and providing more efficient treatments.